Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life and TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of Insecure Season 4, Episode 6, Low Key Done. Now, when I first saw the Twitter replies during the episode or after the episode, a lot of people were saying that this episode was boring. I even seen some of the blog titles the next day, speaking about how downplayed this episode was compared to last week's explosive scene. Um, but I actually enjoyed this episode. I did. I enjoyed this episode. You know, we have my minor hiccups that I'm always gonna complain about, but I enjoyed this episode. I even enjoyed the soundtrack this episode. So I'm not sure what they were getting as far as boring. This episode was much needed because it is pretty familiar when you have a breakup, or whether it's a breakup with a boyfriend or friend. You have these type of moments. You go through these types of emotions immediately after, like the day after, the next day. If you don't, you kind of heartless and cold, in my opinion. You never really gave a fuck in the first place. So, and I don't know if that's what Molly's going through, because we never saw Molly until the end of the episode. But just based off of her character, we could say Molly ain't giving too much of fucks right now. She had her moment directly after the event happened when she, looking all kind of sad, but she didn't look sad. Well, I took her sad as being like, finally I got that shit off my chest. That's what I saw. Like, I'm exhausted at what just went down, but it needed to happen. That's what I saw with Molly. I had to throw the church finger up. Okay, so it's 9:38. I need to get this done before I go to work. So the morning after, I kept asking myself, and I'm not sure if I asked you guys as the viewers too, what in the hell was Issa and Molly really mad about? Like, what are they disliking each other so much about? I missed something. I because a lot of the times when they had their disagreements, they made up and they rekindled their friendship. But I guess they weren't being their true, authentic selves at that point or something. Because I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Like, what the fuck are they really mad about? Because truth be told, Molly been shading Issa since season 1. Issa been shading Molly since season 1. But Molly, for me, she's that friend that always had some negative shit to say, but then tell you I wouldn't be a friend if I didn't say it. You know what I'm saying? She's that type of person for me. But honestly, she's low-key jealous of you. That's how I looked at it. You may ask, what's she jealous of? The fact that Issa had a relationship, a long-term relationship. It was a low-budget ass relationship, but she had a relationship that she had been in 5 years with Lawrence. And this was something that Molly just couldn't get right. She'd get with a dude, she'd throw him away, or he'd throw her away, or shit, phone calls won't get returned. Like, remember, she was getting ghosted when we first got welcome to her. She reaching out to this dude, and he was like, yeah, I don't really want a relationship right now. They don't fucking smash. She got with Dro. He had a wife, wouldn't really let her go. Molly thought that she could take him from her. That's what I really think she did. The one dude that she did like, Rail, was all the way in Chicago. Sterling K. Brown, she said he was trying to change her. I didn't see that either, but yeah, she always found something that was wrong with them from season 1 before they found something was wrong with her. Because like I said in the beginning, Molly was getting ghosted by dudes. Remember then the one dude who was like breaking her back off, but he had sex with another guy once upon a time. Yeah, Molly done went through some people, but she didn't have a sound, solid relationship like Issa did. So that's what she was jealous of. Now, on the other hand, well, before I get to that point, she uses her status in life. I done made it. I done came up out the hood. I'm a lawyer, this, that, and other. I got it going on, got this nice career, whatever. Banging body. She uses that as a way to make Issa feel small. See, Kelly and Tiffany, they are on her level. Like, Kelly's the accountant, Tiffany's the advertising agent or marketing agent, and then Issa was working for some nonprofit. You know what I'm saying? She always used that status to make Issa Smith feel small. Issa, however, was jealous of the fact that Molly had her shit together. That's what she was jealous about. Like I said, she worked for this little nonprofit, wouldn't make much money. They didn't respect her on the job, you know, and Molly presented herself as somebody that had got her shit together. We've seen, you know, her at work, and people don't respect her either. They treat her the same way that Issa was getting treated back at her job. But Issa don't know that because Molly puts this front up like she got everything going on. And Issa was jealous of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Issa came from money. And here she is, the broke poor. You know what I'm saying? Molly came from the hood and she done rose up. So Issa was jealous of that fact. Like I said, she got the nice crib. She fucked who she wanted to. She didn't have to be in a relationship. She threw her men away. They came and go without attachments. She thought that was good. Because remember when when Issa decided to go through her whole phase, Molly was her biggest cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? You know, when Issa cheated with Daniel, she made her feel a little bit small about it, but then she said, girl, you know, you deserve that shit. Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? She that type of person. I had people in my life like that, y'all. Oh my goodness. That when shit go wrong, they reveled in it. They thought it was funny. Girl, yes. Told you that shit wasn't gonna work out. You know, they took joy and pride in shit falling and stuff like that. And I could tell that simply because of who watched my fucking YouTube channel. People that was my friends, none of them motherfuckers are here. Well, my girl in New York, she watched me all the time. She do. My homegirl Tony watched me all the time. Chelsea watched me all the time. But the ones who I called my best friends, who I rolled for, motherfuckers don't, if they do, they don't participate. You know what I'm saying? Hating. They would love to see this channel fail. Would love to. They would just love to see me fail. They are happy as a lark that I'm not happy here in Orlando. They are, really are. But I don't call them my friends anymore. That's the difference. But these two motherfuckers here, Issa and Molly, they kept calling each other friends. And I was like, how? Where? Let me get through this recap. I already got 23 minutes left to go and shit. I'm still talking. I ain't even started on the damn show. But anyway, yeah, Issa was hating on Molly. She was hating on Molly when she got the job in Chicago. Issa was hating. But when Molly falls apart, Issa likes to drive that into her too. Remember the little broke pussy rap that started off in season 1 when Molly had finally opened up about her man problems? They don't like each other because of what they are lacking in themselves. The other person has what they're lacking, and so they hate that other person for that. And it's been so evident, you know, in this whole year and a half now, it's been a year and a half total on the show that we've been with them, this cast. Now, however, I do think that in the last episode, Molly was in the wrong. I asked y'all who y'all thought was in the wrong, but I never gave my answer. I put it down in the comment section, but I thought that Molly was the one in the wrong in that last episode. But overall, the whole relationship has been wrong. The whole friendship has been wrong. I personally myself, I'm gonna let y'all know, I would have asked Nathan too. I would have asked Nathan to ask Andrew for that hookup. But for some reason, I think that Nathan offered it. I don't know why. It's just Nathan just seems like that type of person. And I would have justified it the same way that Issa did. You said that you didn't want to be involved. You didn't want to jeopardize your relationship by, you know, helping me. So I didn't use you. I went to the person that I knew could help me. That's Nathan. You know what I'm saying? However, when Andrew said that why he did the hookup, he was like, that's your best friend. You know what I'm saying? So I get where Molly was coming from, but I would have did the same thing. I'm just telling you, I'd have did the same thing in Issa situation. Like, and don't blame me for your relationship fucking up with Andrew. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the reason if your relationship fuck up. Don't put that on me. Molly said to Issa that your life full of drama, and as if hers isn't. But Issa needs to get her shit together and stop using her. Y'all gonna have to help me out here. When did Issa use her? I may be missing that part. It went over my head. Because over this whole series, I see that they've leaned on each other for various reasons. And they've leaned on each other for what the other person could possibly help them with in their time of need. But using her, I just don't see it. Like at the one time when Issa needed a place to stay, the one thing she didn't want to do was stay with Molly. You know what I'm saying? Because they tried that before, it didn't work. It didn't work out. So I didn't see her using her. Like I said, I just saw her leaning on a friend, and vice versa. Molly leaned on her as well. That's what friends do. They support and help each other if we have the means to do so, and we do so out the kindness of our heart because that's our fucking friend. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to do it, then say no. But then don't get mad at me when I figure out how to get it done. And just because you said that you wasn't gonna help doesn't change the fact that I still needed that specific thing done. And so when I go around you to get it done another way, don't get mad at me. I don't care who the fuck involved. It didn't hurt you in no goddamn kind of way. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna keep. If I can get connected some kind of other way, I'm gonna do that. And then please, as a motherfucking friend, do not do something for me and then try to hold that shit over my head. No, don't act like or make it seem like you feel obligated to do so. You know what I'm saying? Well, I had to help you. I'm your friend. Don't do that shit either. Don't help me at all. If that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now we're finna get to the fucking episode. We 11 minutes in. Anywho, Issa's in the bed. She's checking her social medias, finding out that people really enjoy themselves. And just like I thought that YouTuber was going to highlight the negative. And I realized at this point why I don't love this show. I mean, I watch it. It's cool. It's interesting, but I don't love it. You know what I'm saying? The way that YouTuber described the event about these chicken eating, finger licking Negroes, no, I always got to pop off or some shit crazy like that. Issa Rae, as a writer, show producer, director, whatever she's doing on the show, has a tendency to throw that type of negative shade and dialogue throughout the entire show. It's like watching Dear White People for me. I find myself thinking, fuck you, bitch. Like, literally. And I ain't saying it to the character who said it. I'm saying it to Issa as somebody who, and Penny Prentice, as somebody who puts that into this show in the way that they do it. It's like they surround the stereotype with, make it bigger, more extreme. They making fun of it. And try to add the funny or the drama around it, but it's done so much, it annoys the fuck out of me, y'all. It sticks out to me more as a bad joke than lighthearted fun. It's the same reason that I hated Dear White People as a TV show and as a movie. I don't like the TV show Blackish. I'm probably one that's far and few in between. I cannot stand the Boondocks for the exact same reason. Overall, like there's a few episodes that I can watch it and get a good cackle out of it, but overall, it got to be annoying as fuck to me, for this exact same reason. And that new show Black as Fuck, oh hell to the no. No, I'm not gonna do that one either. It's for the same reason. I get that same feeling, that same vibe, and I may be the only one. If you feel differently, then you feel differently. I'm not gonna debate you about it. Okay, well, she's checking her messages. She get a call from her brother. Kelly calls and intern calls. Luckily, only 4 vendors want some money back. I think she was hoping to see a message from Molly. We already know that's what she was hoping. And she was thinking to herself, should I apologize? And I'm like, hell no, you shouldn't apologize. Y'all, what y'all think? Y'all think that Issa should be the one to pick up the phone, be the bigger person, put her big drawers on and call up her friend and apologize? Issa is always apologizing. She's always the one backing down. Always. Even when Molly apologizes, which is far and few, she makes Issa feel like it's her fault. Or she always justifies why she did it. Like, Issa would end up saying, I understand, I guess. And Molly would be like, okay, good. We good. Apology over. You know what I'm saying? I'm still hot about the parking lot, the parking situation. When they pulled up in front of Tiff's house. I'm still mad about that. Anywho, she figured that she was going to wait for Molly to reach out to her and apologize, because she said the same thing I said. I'm always doing it. So she feels that they were both in the wrong, which a lot of you guys said both of them was in the wrong. But she want Molly to step up first this time. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I was Molly, let me slide into Molly's shoes for a minute. Issa would be waiting her ass off for me. If I was Molly. Is if I felt like you betrayed our friendship by communicating with my man, fuck you. I wouldn't reach out to you either. However, it's hard for me to stay in Molly's shoes because when she stepped up in the Issa face, like she was about to wreck her whole life, she crossed the line for me. So yeah, I can't really stay in Molly's shoes long. And last week I had mentioned that I had stepped to a couple of my old friends before. It was in reaction to them calling me out. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to do talking. If you say you're going to fuck me up, I'm going to show up at your door so you can have the opportunity to get what you say you're going to get done. So you ain't got to be looking for me out here in these streets. I don't want it to be, next time I see you in these streets, it's going to be on. Because next time it's going to be right now. That's why I showed up to my ex-friend's houses. But then no fight happened in either case. Because they didn't answer the door. Actually, one of them left out another door when I pulled up. But anyhow, so Issa, she gonna spend her Sunday looking for herself, looking and caring for herself. It's self-care Sunday. You know, the day that her and Molly used to do together. When she get done, she gonna clean the house, she gonna do her hair, do yoga, you know, soak in the tub, she gonna do all that stuff. She's still gonna be waiting on that phone call. When it all gets said and done, she's still gonna be waiting on that phone call. Well, instead, she got a phone call from Nathan. And he basically said what Molly should have been feeling, in my opinion. I don't think that you used me. You needed help, and I wanted to help in the story. And that's what we, as viewers, I think, all wanted out of Molly. My friend needed help. I have the means to do so. I'm going to help. I think that's what the majority of us wanted out of this situation. However, I was it just me, or was I the only one shocked that Issa didn't know Nathan's birthday? I know this is random as fuck. I was shocked Issa didn't know Nathan's birthday. He was like, you know, he'd been so busy that he forgot his birthday this year. And Issa was like, oh, really? Well, happy birthday whenever it was. This was a man you was in love with. How you don't know his birthday? I mean, you almost lost your friendship, your best friend, over this man. You don't know his birthday? I mean, I don't know all my ex's birthday, but the ones that I loved, I know their damn birthday, y'all. I know them. I do. My last ex, March 9th, okay? The one before him, I was engaged to him, November 9th. Okay, so the one that Keena is named after, May 21st. Keena's biological father, April 23rd. You know what I'm saying? The man that people believed was Keena's father, the singer Jesse Powell. I had to tell y'all that story once upon a time. But Jesse Powell, his birthday, September 12th. Who else was it? Who else is it? The man I blamed to be Keena's daddy, we had never met before in life. Allen Iverson, June 7th. Prince, my first love, June 7th. You know what I'm saying? And Keena's real father, not her biological, but her real father, Tupac Shakur, June 16th. I know all their birthdays. How Issa don't know the birthday of the dude that she just broke up with, who she was so in love with? Y'all let me know if y'all remember some of y'all exes, the ones y'all was in love with, or yeah, the one y'all was seriously attached to. If y'all remember their birthdays. My ex-husband, August 28th. I remember their birthdays. Now, them niggas might not remember mine. I'm telling you that one dude, though, two of them actually still call me every year on my birthday. Okay, anyway, my phone number ain't changed in 22 years. That's why they still call. Anyway, so Lord, Issa, when Issa was in that store and helping out that lady asking for help, I swear sometimes that'd be me. I'd be thinking, oh Lord, please don't ask me. Lord, please don't ask me. Please don't ask me. Because I would help you if I don't think that you're begging. And she looked like she was begging to me. And that would have got on my nerves. She was holding that baby's belly and she getting Similac and she getting Huggies. Where these other babies at, baby? Who you buying this stuff for? Who, girl? Okay, you could get that shit on Wick. Half the stuff that she had in that damn thing. I was like, girl. But anyway, I was like, am I being Molly in this point? Because she looking at Issa like she a beggar, always needs help. But that's how Molly see Issa. But for real, when old girl said, you have given me the gift of perspective, I guess she was saying that, shit, there's people out here worse off than me. You go ahead, girl. Because her card kept getting declined. She couldn't buy the food. So anyway, usually if I see somebody at the register struggling, I would tell the cashier, don't push it back. I go ahead and pay for the rest. I pay the difference. There's been one time that I paid for somebody's groceries. I usually pay for senior citizens' groceries sometimes, just randomly do it. And there's one lady that I paid for her groceries. And baby, she screamed and started bawling. Security ran up on me, like for real. And they thought I harmed the woman or something. They said, what the hell is going on? Her, they grabbed me up. My mama and the cashier was like, no, no, no. She was just helping her. I was so glad when that lady calmed down and could articulate her words. That damn cop had me hemmed up. He wouldn't leave me the fuck alone. And in the loo, in grocery stores, usually the security guard that's there is an actual police officer, right? So I didn't want the problems. I had warrants. I think I still had warrants at the time. I didn't want the damn problems. But I don't think I fully paid for anybody else's groceries since that day, just because of that interaction. But Issa, she got her feeling all kinds of guilty. She feel like Molly may have a point, that she may have been using her. So, no, let me help out others to balance out this negative. And there was this old man running, had missed the bus. Baby, them buses will leave your ass. You could be like hanging on the door, and they will still drive off with your ass if bus drivers ain't shit sometimes. Like she stopped and she's like, Lord, I'm gonna give him a ride. No, don't do this. I'm gonna give him a ride. Don't do it. I'm gonna do it. I used to do this a lot. Oh my God, especially women with kids. If they was on the bus stop and it was a bad weather out there, I would stop and pick up a woman and her kids and offer them a ride. I didn't care where they was going, even if it went in my direction. Nowadays, folks out here crazy as a motherfucker. They crazy as that one thing. So I would be like that man. When he's like, I don't trust you. I normally don't hit women, but I will slap a bitch to defend myself. I'll be like him. And I just did this with this old lady in my neighborhood, Miss Marie. She's like she's in her 80s, old white lady. I think she was widowed. Yeah, she's widowed. She told me she's widowed. She looked like she could possibly be one of them old hippies. She's been in Florida since the 1970s. Like, she was walking to the store. It's about 2 miles down the road. And I had learned from Keena's granddaddy. I used to always see him walking out the neighborhood. I used to always stop and like, hey, you want to ride? And he was like, I don't need your help. You know what I'm saying? He loved to walk, right? So just because you see me old, you see me out here walking, don't mean I need your help to get, even if I got my cane with me. I just like to walk. So I would never offer her a ride every time I would see her going to the store, even if we was going to the same place. And I realized that she would go every day. So this must be her thing, just to get out the house and go walk, right? Trying to stay mobile. So one day, we had this storm moving in. It's moving in fast. Miss Marie, like I said, I found out her name this particular day. She was about to get drenched, baby. It was hurricane season. I saw her before we even left out the store. And I was like, okay, when I get out this line, I'm going to ask her if she need a ride. I know she live in my neighborhood. I didn't know where, though. Our neighborhood is about 10 blocks. It's like a little circle, and then it's like 10 streets up in there. Okay, so I go outside. Miss Marie gone, right? I got about a half mile down the road. The rain started hitting the back of my window, but if I sped up, I could beat the rain home, you know. And then I saw her. She was Miss Marie. She had a little bum hip, you know, but she was high stepping, baby. Miss Marie was moving, had all them bags of groceries in her arms and stuff. I was like, she finna get caught in this rain. She about to be drenched, right? So I pulled over. I gave my name. I told her I lived in the neighborhood, and I gave her my street so she would know that I was serious about living in the neighborhood. And she thought for a quick second that sky started to open up on her ass. She opened up my door and hopped the fuck right on in, baby. Her bags was heavy as fuck too, because I got out to go ahead and put the bags in. That shit was heavy. And is it the gout when they legs swell up? So her legs are like really swole. But Miss Marie was walking on them damn legs, baby. So anyway, like I said, she thought for a quick second. She hopped her ass in the car. I learned a lot about that lady in that 5-minute ride to get to our house. It wasn't even 5 minutes, I don't think. Miss Marie had a whole grown ass car sitting in her driveway. She never drives it, but she has a car in case she needed it, right? Like I said, I learned a lot about her. Like I say, how long she'd been in Florida, her husband's name. I was like, damn, Miss Marie, okay. So now when I see her though, I just wave like, hey girl, hey. And like if she want to ride, she'll flag me down. So that's cool. Anyway, back to the show. George was a bit much for me though. Okay, he would have had to get out of my damn car. Like, for real. He didn't want to say where he was going. Like, just drive. Head on down La Brea. I'll tell you where to stop. You know what I'm saying? You're asking all these questions. What are you, the detective or something like that? You want to help a nigga? Just help a nigga out. I was like, what the fuck? Like, did he say, damn, you must be a lizard? Because can a nigga get some heat in here? She turned on the heat. Oh, shit. That's hotter than a... Said, now you got the hot as a furnace in here. I was like, what the hell? Look here, sir. Look here. I think we at your stop. That's what I told Mr. George right there. I think we at your stop. You know what I'm saying? He had to stop to pee. He talking to other little homeless people walking down the street, hollering out the window. I was like, come on, Mr. George, you're doing a little bit too much. But she learned just about as much as from Mr. George as I learned from Miss Marie, baby. She got some stories about him being in the club, how they used to run trains on women. They was running crack. They was doing all kind of stuff, right? The stories that old people would tell you. I used to love just to sit down talking to old people, just to get the stories from them. Like, I really wish my great grandmother would have did that with me. I could have known so much more about my family. But anyway, Issa was headed to this little paint and sip class, right? It's 10 o'clock. I got 20 minutes to get out the door. He's headed to this little paint and sip class. And I want to do one of those, but I don't drink, right? So, baby Miss Kyla Pratt was there. I love me some Kyla Pratt. There's one actress I simply love. I wish I could see her in more roles. With her and her friends, they at this table. Issa joined them. They had forgot they drank, but Issa got a whole gallon, right? I was like, girl, you finna drink all that by your damn self? They damn near kept their bottle. They damn near kept their bottle. Anyway, I was hoping Issa was about to find some new friends, but no, they just friends for the moment. They don't even live in LA. At least that's what they said. She was sitting there and listening to their sisterhood tales, and Issa getting all kind of mixed signals today. George told her, look, when it's time to let go, you're going to see the signs, let go. And they sitting here saying real friends are hard to find, ride or die, no matter what, we stick together. And they invite her out to drinks later. I met some real cool ass sisters like that from St. Louis, from my hometown. When I went to Vegas by myself, they were in line about to lose a spot, and it was so fucking disorganized, right? But because I was up close to the front, I was like, y'all come stand with me. And that's how I found out they was from St. Louis too. We had fun the whole night together, for real. But baby, these girls played the hell out of Issa. They had the scavenger list of things that they should do. Befriending a stranger was one. Dine and dash was two. And if you did multiple things at one time, then you get the most points. Yeah, they played her. They died and dashed on their ass. Now, me and my friend at the time, we did this shit before. We called it a dare list. We put real stupid shit on our list. It was like, go ask a cop to handcuff you because you want him to cuff you up type shit. Just randomly screaming out dick or vagina in the grocery store or something like that. Flash a car just driving by. We did some stupid shit like that before. But I never thought of running up a tab on a stranger and then bouncing out on them. I never thought of doing some shit like that. She already couldn't afford the $154 grocery bill. And I know damn well that food wasn't cheap that they was eating there. She needed to ask her damn self. But I had to think, that girl, Kizzy, nasty ass, rushed out that bathroom without flushing or washing her hands. Nasty ass. If I enter into a bathroom, I need to wash my damn hands. That was just trife, girl. Trife. And then she burnt out too. And then Issa, you saw her driving down the street real mad. I was like, is Issa trying to run away from the restaurant? You know, did she really dash? No, she was chasing her down. But I knew it was a dream. I knew it was a dream because Issa jumped out the car, hit the girl Kizzy on top of the head with her patent picture, and all the other two girls was like, oh no. They didn't beat her ass. No, that wouldn't have happened. They would have whooped her ass if Issa would have tried to run up on them three like that. And then, on top of that, Issa left her car running with the door open. Not in LA. I don't care if you're in Beverly fucking Hills. Somebody gonna take your shit. So I knew she was dreaming right there. Okay, so, she saw him though, but she didn't say nothing to him. She just let them go. Issa has a tendency of letting people fuck over her and keeping quiet. That's just her thing. So Issa go to her mama's house. I don't know why, but I thought she was calling Daniel. I don't know why. I just realized how much I'm missing his presence on the show. I knew she didn't call Lawrence. I knew it wasn't Nathan. I knew it wasn't Molly. But Mama, like, maybe it's time to move on. Your season has come and gone. It hurts like hell, but it's a part of growing pains. The pain, you know. She finally takes a call from Kelly, who had been calling her all day. And she like, you need to call Molly. You know, sit down and work this shit out. And yeah, I've been calling her too, telling her the same damn thing. One of y'all need to make the first move. When me and Tiff went through our shit, if one of us hadn't made the first move, we wouldn't have came back from it. If I remember correctly, neither one of them made the first move. It was Issa or Molly who had brought it up, who had brought it to their attention. That's what I remember. But anyway, she said, if you don't call her or she don't call you, which I'm like, oh, speak again? Like, what the hell? Basically, and personally, I think that's the best thing. No, Issa get home, she look at her house, she feel like she done achieved a lot herself. She start responding back to the positive messages about the block party. She decided she don't do another one again. She had just told her mom the same thing. Why not keep it moving? Keep it fucking moving. Sometimes you grow up away from people. But she decided to go out and get her some food. And who was there? Molly. That was the spot they used to frequent together, the little Ethiopian restaurant in season 1. And she thought for a minute if she should go in or not. If she goes in, does she have the conversation? Or does she pretend that she don't see her at all, make things more awkward. What if she just bounced? She bounced. But you know what's up? Molly, she had no problem going out. And you better believe if she saw her, she would have ignored her. I think she would have. Or she would have confronted her, one of the two. Well, that's it, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this episode. This has been Insecure. Low-key done. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.